if I told you the smartest way to add 100,000 to your home's value has nothing to do with a new kitchen or a spa bathroom? For years, we've been pouring cash into the wrong projects. But savvy homeowners know the real secret is hiding in a part of your house you probably walk right past. I'm about to show you the secret room that can massively boost your property's value and how you can find it. For decades, the story has been the same. If you want to increase your home's value, you start in the kitchen and the bathroom. And look, I get it. Nobody enjoys a dated bathroom, and a minor kitchen refresh can be a decent investment. But here's the uncomfortable truth. Those huge, expensive interior remodels often have a shockingly low return on investment. The 2025 Cost versus Value report reveals a fascinating trend. It turns out that exterior replacement projects are what consistently deliver the most bang for your buck at resale. Things like a new garage door or a steel entry door can offer an incredible return, sometimes over 200%, because they crank up your home's curb appeal. Meanwhile, that major upscale kitchen remodel you've been dreaming of, it might only get you back 38 cents on the dollar. You spend $100,000 and you might only see a $38,000 bump in your home's sale price. The problem is that most of us are focused on improving the space we already have, and that's all about personal taste. The trendy kitchen you design today could feel totally dated to a buyer 5 years from now. You're basically playing a guessing game with their preferences. But what if you could add something that appraisers and buyers universally value? What if you could add something an appraiser is required to count? That's the secret. It's not about making your current rooms prettier, it's about making more of them. So, what is this secret room? It isn't one specific room. It's any forgotten, underused space in your home that you can legally and beautifully transform into livable square footage. Think about it from an appraiser's perspective. When they calculate your home's value, one of the biggest factors is the gross living area, or GLA. That's the finished, heated space that's above ground. More GLA almost always means a higher valuation. A kitchen remodel, no matter how gorgeous, doesn't change that magic number. But here's the hack. Converting an unfinished area does. It adds to your home's functional space, which both appraisers and buyers reward. Even if it's below-grade space, like a basement, which isn't part of the official GLA, it's still measured and valued separately. In many markets, finished basement square footage can be valued at 50% to 70% of the above-grade value. So, if homes in your area go for $200 per square foot, finishing a 1,000 square foot basement could add up to $100,000 in perceived value. This is what we call forced appreciation. You're not just sitting around waiting for the market to lift your home's value. You are physically changing your asset to make it worth more. The most common places to do this are basements, attics, and even garages. These are your secret rooms just waiting to be found. A well-done attic conversion can tack on 10 to 20% to your home's value, and a finished basement typically offers a return on investment of around 70%. When you compare that to the ROI on that major kitchen project, you start to see just how powerful this strategy is. Let me tell you about some clients of mine, the Wilsons. They had a great 3-bed, 2-bath house in a nice neighborhood, but with a growing family, things were getting tight. They were this close to signing off on a massive, expensive addition. But their house also had a 200 square foot, unfinished basement. You know the type: concrete floors, exposed pipes, cobwebs everywhere, and a collection of junk from the last 30 years. It was dark, a little musty, and the last place anyone wanted to be. Instead of building out, I convinced them to look down. We invested about $60,000 to completely transform that basement. First things first, we handled the essentials. We had it professionally waterproofed and put in a sump pump. That's not the sexy part, but it's totally non-negotiable. Then came the framing, insulation, and drywall, where we got clever about boxing in the ductwork to create clean lines and soffits that looked intentional. The real key to maximizing value was the layout. We didn't just make one giant empty room. We designed a multifunctional space with a big family room for movie nights, a small but stylish full bathroom, and, this is the most important part, a legal fourth bedroom. Contact RR Infra for real estate updates. Contact +91 9848 66664. WWR Infra. Follow @RR Infra Property Consultants.